Look. I represent the game in a way that can't be challenged, and delegate the comments of hate that can't be managed. I was told once, roll my shoulder like blunts and don't get touched, but my skin tough and thicker than Miss Biz butt. So guess what? I'ma talk my shit and just win once. Throw uppercuts and bone breakers, a needle and haystack with hate makers. I'll throw mines, don't hide behind my straight right. I show mine and show no the blow by the blow, bro. I blow mines.
You out, sucker.
Yeah! Yes! Up off. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, the adult. All right, man, look at who we have here. James Reed, what's going on with you? Pop CDZ. What's going on with you? Oops. All right, man. Look, first, I want to say this. Look, I'm going to ask you guys something. And thank you guys for showing up. A lot of you guys hit my DM last night immediately after the live stream commentary was over. A lot of you guys wanted this live stream, wanted to know what I felt about Magsayo versus Gary Russell Jr. I thought I said it for an hour or so. But I do have some content to expand on that, and now we're live. I want to say this first and foremost. Bear with me. If we can love the sport of boxing more than fanboying for boxers, we'll have a stronger leg to stand on when getting the fights we want. Y'all don't hear me. If we were bigger fans of the sport of boxing than we are for fanboying, we'll have a stronger leg to stand on when it comes to the fights we want. Let me break it down for you. I saw last night, and I saw in comments, many of my show business partners from the Philippines, rightfully so, congratulating Mark Magsayo, trolling Gary Russell Jr. fans, and saying there shouldn't be a rematch. Hold on real quick. Biz, that fight was crazy. People said Gone won, but not in my book. No, not in my book either. But we're talking about Gary Russell. Please don't break, change the subjects when we're talking about one thing, especially with the momentum that we have. So look, many of my show business partners from the Philippines saying there shouldn't be a rematch. Where were you when Floyd Mayweather didn't give Manny Pacquiao the rematch? I know where you were. I remember clear. I remember the War Room comments. I remember it clear. I remember it very clear. When Manny Pacquiao was fighting with one arm, and Floyd, Team Mayweather didn't allow him to have, ibuprofen or painkillers or whatever it was before that fight. When they promised we'll have that fight, you can have your painkillers, because Manny Pacquiao was ready to pull out. But then on the night of the fight, they told the Nevada State Commission Floyd Mayweather won the Manny Pacquiao fans said there should be a rematch, saying the fight was close and that Manny Pacquiao was fighting with one arm. Complaining, losing their minds, rightfully so, and Mayweather not giving Manny Pacquiao the rematch now with Gary Russell fighting with one arm. Two wrongs don't make a right, bro. If we were fans of boxing, if we were bigger fans of boxing, Jackie Hernandez, thank you so much. Hit the Tyson bell. If we were bigger fans of boxing, we can have a stronger leg to stand on. 100% facts. There you go, Daryl. Now let me go a little bit further. Hold on. I saw fans from the Philippines saying Gary Russell raised both of his arms. He was lying. He wasn't really that hurt because he can raise both of his arms. Hold on. And Gary Russell fans snapping on those fans, saying, are you crazy? Yeah, he could raise his arm, but that doesn't mean he wasn't hurt. Sounds exactly like Floyd Mayweather fans when they said that Manny Pacquiao raised his arms after that fight, saying that Manny Pacquiao wasn't hurt because he raised his arms. Come on with the hypocrisy, man. Trolling the fans from the Philippines. We're not consistent. If we were bigger fans of boxing and not fanboying, we have a stronger leg to stand on. I think Gary Russell deserves a rematch. And there's going to be people that say he doesn't. Some of you are the same people that gets on Teofimo Lopez for not rematching Lomachenko. Lomachenko was injured the same way. Gary Russell said that his injury was lingering, that he didn't have surgery. Well, neither did Lomachenko. He had a shoulder injury back in the days with Linares and stuff like that. It was lingering. He never got that surgery. He finally did after. It's the same thing. But people say that Lomachenko had excuses, but now say that Gary Russell deserves a rematch. If we were bigger fans of the sport of boxing, we have a stronger leg to stand on. Many people say Floyd Mayweather lost against Castillo the first time. I agree, but I also put an asterisk saying that Floyd Mayweather did have a hurt shoulder. People say that was excuses. But say that Manny Pacquiao had a hurt shoulder against Floyd. Gary Russell sounded like a damn fool last night, saying that he thought he won the fight 10-2. Remember the outrage and how much of a fool and the ridicule that Team Teofimo Lopez went through when Teofimo Lopez Sr. said that Teofimo Lopez Jr., that he won 10-2 against Cambosis? Huh? Let me tell you this. Let me tell you. Floyd Mayweather had that rematch with Castillo after his shoulder healed up. Castillo got robbed. He clearly won that fight, okay? Floyd Mayweather rematched him, as he should, to prove that he's better than him when he has two arms and not one. And the second fight was still damn hard. Castillo's just that much of a badass. Styles make fights. I personally think that Floyd and Manny Pacquiao should have had a rematch. Let me show you how consistent I am. I think Teofimo Lopez should have rematched Lomachenko. Karma's a mofo. Karma's a mofo. I think it would have been nice if Lomachenko would have had his rematch with Gary Russell. Karma's a mofo. I think Gervonta Tank Davis should rematch Isaac Cruz. It's a duck if he don't. All those fights had injuries, and all those fights were close. And I think Gary Russell deserves a rematch against Mark Magsayo. He was fighting with one arm, just like the rest of the gladiators. And I don't care if he announced that he had an injury before or after. I don't care when he said it. The consistent thing is, the constant thing is, there were injuries involved. Gary Russell showed a level of boxing skill and courage, just like Manny Pacquiao did against Floyd Mayweather. Rocket Floyd Mayweather in the ninth with one arm. Same thing. Lomachenko started pulling away against Teofimo Lopez in the middle to late rounds after his shoulders warmed up. All them boys deserved a rematch. I wish we were all bigger fans of the sport than fanboy. Now I'm off my soapbox. Let me see. John Jones, thank you so much for the super chat. If Tank rematch Cruz, Tank would win by a larger margin. If Loma rematched Teofimo Lopez, Loma would have won. If Gary rematches, I think Gary wins too. Injuries suck. Right. That's the problem. We have so many ifs. These rematches need to occur. Now we have gone through our boxing lives as boxing fans and as boxing communities full of ifs. It would be nice to know. Mark Magsayo, you have an opportunity here to do what those other legends didn't. Tank Davis is a future legend. Isaac Cruz will always be hanging over his head. You can bet your sweet ass on that. If he doesn't rematch him, Isaac Cruz will always be dangling above his head. Period. Victor has to feed. Oh, yes, I wonder. Why would you shoot him on before throwing him from the bar? To hell with it. I think Wilder shouldn't have rematched Fury. Funny as hell. Just playing Bob Squad. I love you, boy. Much love to my man, Victor. Let me see. John Joe, thank you so much. I only think rematches are deserved if the loser of the bout would have given a rematch if he would have won a very, very close fight. I think if you have questions, there should be a rematch. Gary Russell versus Mark Magsayo, there's huge questions there because Gary Russell was outboxed him with one arm and he was the champ. If you will watch the fight again, there should be a rematch. Everybody will watch Tank Isaac Cruz again. So there should be a rematch. That's the toughest fight Gervonta Tank Davis ever had. Lomachenko and Gary Russell. That was Gary Russell's first loss. That fight was action-packed. Should have been a rematch. Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez taking the belts from Lomachenko. You saw that he was injured. You saw that the fight was really getting good once everything was worn up and Lomachenko let his hands go. There should be a rematch. Prove yourself, Teofimo Lopez. Rockman rematched Lennox Lewis. McCall rematched Lennox Lewis. Usyk rematch Anthony A.J. Joshua. Look like that fight's going to happen. Thanks so much, John Jones. Wish there was a rematch clause. Absolutely. Some elders say that your first loss makes you a real fighter. Ngannou lost to Miocic, became a more complete fighter. Maybe Gon can do the same. Yeah, I think so too. Rematch is the way to clear doubts. 100%. And it's fun. It's fun. Rematches are fun. Agree, Biz, with the rematch. Absolutely. What would you want to see? Rematch fun as hell. You knew last night that the best man lost. You knew that. That fight shouldn't have been close. I scored that fight 7-5. And Gary Russell had not just one hand, one arm, one side of his body when your shoulder hurt. So he had one side of his body, just his left hand, and was throwing one type of punch. He was only throwing a straight left. Only a straight left. He ain't even put variety on that left. Just a straight left. But with his footwork, skill, and timing and speed, he was able to make the fight 7-5. I always want the better man to win. And yeah, I got to the bag. I don't give a damn. You had a sense that the better man lost. When Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, I said it. Teofimo Lopez got in that ass. But you had a sense that the better man lost. When Manny Pacquiao fought Floyd Mayweather won clearly to me. But you had a sense that wasn't Manny Pacquiao. Not the one that was dribbling Cotto off the canvas, putting Hatton to sleep. That wasn't Manny. And Manny showed himself after that fight. You had a sense that wasn't Manny. He didn't display the type of speed and all that stuff, the busyness that was Manny Pacquiao. His right arm was gone. I hope Russell bounces back. If there's no rematch, I thought Loma's career was done when Teo said no rematch. Now he could be undisputed again. Absolutely. That karma comes back. I think he could win the rematch. Daryl, I think Gary Russell whitewashes Mark Magsayo in a rematch if you have both arms. Obviously so. If you have both arms, not only would he just hit him with a straight left, but he'll hit him with the best punch he has, which is a lead right hook. That's his best punch. How about his jabs? His double, triple, quadruple jabs. Pop, 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 pop. He couldn't do any of that. Let alone sit down on a hook or uppercut with the left. When your shoulder hurt, I know it too much. I got all this torn. When you can't raise the shoulder, you ain't even throwing this. Your body just doesn't work that way. You need that shoulder here to turn it. Let me see. Fantasy fight, Ernie Shavers versus Burt Cooper. Let's stay on topic, please. Ernie Shavers. Let's stay on topic. Okay. Facts. 100%. Should have, would have, could have. That's what we're talking about. Eliminating the should have, would have, could have. Do you understand? You know what? You know what? You know what?
Make me happy. Dude, you're a genius.
Rick Grimes, love you, boy. That's what I'm saying when it comes to the sport of boxing. That's what I'm saying. If we had more rematches, things would be clear cut. There wouldn't be no would have, could have, should have. You feel good living in that? And you good with that? Or are you just fanboying? Like I said, when it comes to your fighter and your fighter does something, your fighter succeeds. I don't want my fighter hurt. I'm just gonna hold on to my fight. Stop being like that. I want to protect my fighter. That's what everybody did with Tank Davis. No, man, forget that. We're gonna move on. Why are you like that? He don't even know who you are. Stop running around him like, yeah, Spike. Okay, Spike. We want to do it, Spike. He doesn't even know you. If he's your favorite fighter, you want to see him destroy somebody who made a fight out of it. If Mark Magsayo is your guy, you want to see him prove himself. Because everybody got doubts after a one-armed, old-ass, inactive weight drain, Gary Russell beat him with one punch, was making a fight out of it with one punch. You're good? as a Floyd Mayweather fan, I'm a bigger Floyd Mayweather fan than Manny Pacquiao. After that fight, I was like, Floyd won. When Manny wanted a rematch, I was just like, and when Floyd said no, then I had a problem. What are you scared of? You just got to the bag. The rematch would be even more money. You don't want a bag? All of a sudden, you're not Floyd Money Mayweather? Oh, you ducked. Mark Magsayo, don't duck. Teofimo Lopez, you were begging for the fight. Lomachenko fought you for undisputed. Her shoulder, you won. You got one. Rematch, nah. Karma's a mofo. Here come Cambosis when you're hurt. You couldn't breathe the entire fight. You're hurt. Listen, and if you notice my argument, it doesn't matter what weight class, what country they're from, what color, what shade, if I'm a fan or not. You got to be a bigger fan of boxing to have a leg to stand on. Look, when it comes to injuries, Gary Russell was injured. Lomachenko was injured. Teofimo Lopez was injured. Errol Spence had an injured eye. Manny Pacquiao was injured against Floyd. Floyd was injured against Castillo. Damn, Ryan Garcia had mental health issues. Period. Fury, mental health issues. Deontay Wilder, torn bicep. That stuff be real, bro. It is what it is. If it doesn't fit your narrative, or if it does, if you stay consistent and stop flip-flopping on whoever you're in love with, we have a stronger leg to stand on. I don't know what the hell Ngannou is thinking going into boxing. He's suddenly a wrestler now. Fury, that's because of Usman. Fury going to beat the spirit out of him. Sorogan would do better. I'm not really all that, but thank you so much for the super chat. I'm talking about one other thing. Out of topic, Biz, but did you see how big Magsayo looked compared to Russell? Another thing, man looked 2 weight classes big. Yes, he was younger, taller, more reach, bigger, healthier. He could have knocked out Gary Russell last night. And when he didn't show that, I was embarrassed. Mark Magsayo could have just walked him down. Gary Russell can throw that left arm he wants. Just block and walk his ass, grab him, walk him into the corner, and turn his shoulder even more. Just a turn. Bam, hit him on the escape, go back, walk him down, keep walking him down, jab him down, rip some to the body. Come on, man. He got one punch, not just one arm, one punch. Circle to that side until you get to the corner, then cut him off, and then rip some to the body and to the head. Get busy. You know that arm is down. Punch at his shoulder, punch at his head. He will break down. Mark Magsayo didn't display that, and y'all happy? Yeah, got away with one. Whoa. No war room without me. Wake and bake, and you was right. Yeah, he was injured. Everything was there. These people, these same people saying no rematch wanted Manny to get Floyd rematch. I just spoke on that. Yep, absolutely. What else we got? I like to see a rematch, but not immediately. Mark should take a fight in between. Why? Because Gary gonna need time to heal. Oh, okay. If that's a good point. If Gary surgery and needs time to heal and do all those things, fine, absolutely. But a rematch should happen. Oh my God, a rematch should happen. Tank Davis versus Isaac Cruz rematch should happen. He wants to get to the bag. That rematch, he's getting to the bag. Nobody want to see Tank versus Rolly Romero, man. And no diss to the PBC or Showtime. I love you, boy. I love you, boys. You my guys. But I got to keep it a buck. Put on a fantastic show last night. Gary Russell versus Mark Magsayo 2. Beautiful. Lomachenko versus Gary Russell 2. Come on, Lomachenko. Karma's a mofo. Payback's a mofo. You wanted that Teofimo Lopez rematch? Nope. That boy said no. Come on, man. Yo, Biz, thoughts on Kell Brook versus Amir Khan? I have no thoughts. Let me see. Is good boxing got a new champion? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm Filipino and I'm pissed at that win. I wanted Mark to show out. Me too. But he got outboxed with one arm, still won, but it shouldn't have been that close. He got outboxed and still won. Exactly. Because I think Mark Magsayo won 7-5. I don't think 10-2, whatever Gary Russell's talking about is ridiculous. Okay. I would have been very, honestly, after the reports came out, the medical reports of Teofimo Lopez, what he was going through, and how immature he fought that Kambosos fight, I would be very interested in Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos, but Teofimo Lopez doesn't want it. He's moving up. So fine. I wish Floyd Mayweather would have rematched Manny Pacquiao. I really do. That would have been humongous. I really do. Especially with the IV situation, painkiller situation. There's a lot of little funny things that happen. Let me see. Peace. Oh, my man, Boxing Logic. What's going on with you, brother? Preach. That was one of the most beautiful boxing displays you'll ever see a champion fight with literally one arm for 7 rounds. Yeah, boxing. I'm going to tell you this. That is the love I gave Gervonta Tank Davis when everybody thought I was being whatever they thought I was being. That's the love I gave Tank. I was like, yo, he broke his hand. I saw when he did it, but what a display. Oh, Jay. Oh, you mother. King Kong. Pine on you. Flex on him. See. Pow. You're the jack of all trades, Biz. I didn't know you had bars. Russell held his own with one arm. Absolutely, Jack. Yeah, I got some mad bars, Jay. Absolutely right. When I saw Gary, let me tell you something. I was looking at that fight. Gary Russell put on let me keep it real, okay? Gary Russell put on a fantastic display in a match that Mark Magsayo allowed. I couldn't believe Mark Magsayo fought the fight at that distance and tried to spar with a guy with one arm. You beat the hell out of him like a savage. If Mark really had the right game plan, he went into it knowing there was an injury. We all found out what the injury was when it happened. Once we found out what it was, we all sat there and was like, go get him. I know Gary Russell is fast, but you ain't got to worry about his speed when all you need to do is walk down like this because you don't have to worry about one punch. See, you can't just do that when somebody's fast with 2 arms and slick. But if all he got is one, he's going to shoot that one. Step forward, bam, block that, and rip. He's going to block, then you grab him. And then you squeeze him while the ref is trying to break y'all up. Then you let him go. Then you jab. Then you throw a hook to the body. Bam, elbow, shoulder, head. Make him block. Make him raise that arm. What are you doing? Then you walk him down and you get on his side, you rip some more. He only got the left. Block that son of a gun and get busy. Push his ass back into the corner, rip uppercut. Beat the hell out of him. No, he decided to box with him. You can't box with Gary Russell. Bip, slip, slide. Bam. Embarrassing. So I'm like, hell, let's get a rematch because the champion lost, but he won. He walked out there like, I'm better than him. I put on a boxing clinic. I'm better. Mark Magsayo has a feeling I'm not better than him. I got the belt, but I'm not better than him. What did Apollo Creed say about Rocky Balboa? When his manager, his trainer said, you got the decision. Apollo said, I won, but I ain't beat him. You got the decision. Man, I won, but I ain't beat him. That's how a gladiator sounds. Come on, Mark Magsayo. If you're watching, or if one of your boys watching, holler back at him. I won, but I ain't beat him. Come on, Tank. Y'all stealing wins out here. Oh, stealing wins out here. Look, I won more than many people won. I won a bag. I put money on the KO and I put money on the win. I knew Mark Magsayo was going to win. Like I told you guys, I gave you guys that example. If you would have known that Tyson was on Booger Sugar with Bobby Brown leading up to the Buster Douglas fight, and he was getting his ass dribbled off the canvas by Oliver McCall, you probably would have looked at Buster Douglas a little bit closer. If you're going to take a DeLorean back, you'll put everything you have on Buster Douglas. Same thing happened. Gary Russell's like, I got an injury, bro. That dude barely made weight, everything. Oh, you reach your pocket and you put a bag on. So I won. But I'm a boxing fan first. I want Mark Magsayo to be great. I compared that dude to Manny Pacquiao in a video. Manny Pacquiao fought Marquez 4 damn times. And Manny, are you okay? He fought Timothy Bradley 1,000,000 damn times. My man, Boxing Logics. What's up, boy? Gary hit him with the left more than... Yeah, absolutely. Exit stage left. Here comes the left. Huh? Made you look. Like, come on, man. Not only just the left, he only has one punch. One-arm Gary or one-arm Tank? That's actually funny. That was a good fight. What Gary displays. Gary called out Tank. They asked Gary, what do you want next? He said, I want the rematch with Mark Magsayo. They said, if you can't get that rematch, look, it's on Fight Hype. I wish I would have grabbed a bit of but I'm about to get busy for the rest of the day. Chill with my family, watch some football. But he said Mark Magsayo next. They said, if you can't get Mark Magsayo, he said, give me Gervonta Tank Davis. He said the same thing. Give me Tank Davis or Lomachenko rematch. Who's winning, ShowBizz? One-arm Gary. That was beautiful. Gary is weak. Gary is weak with what? Fighting with one arm, going into the fight as champion, knowing that you're going to lose your belt. He knew he was going to lose his belt, bro. He had one arm. Fighting against a power puncher. That's called strength. That's what I'm saying, man. We're not measuring everybody the same. Manny Pacquiao fighting Floyd Mayweather with one arm is strength. That's the biggest fight of his career. Floyd Mayweather fighting Castillo with one arm is strength. That stuff embarrassing. When Roy Jones fought Bernard Hopkins with a broke hand, that's strength. Deontay Wilder's hand looked like a damn pig's foot. He done smashed his hand on so many damn faces. His hands look like the Loch Ness Monster. His hand looks like the Loch Ness Monster. That's strength. Coming into that's strength. Strength. Counterpunch. What do you have to say, brother? This was supposed to be Pac-Man Lawaba 2. Yeah. Not what I saw last night. That man thought it was going to be Pacquiao Lawaba. We love you, boy. That's what he thought. I thought it was going to be Zab Judah Casazu. Flex on him. My bad. Flex. See from the side. Pow. Kind of punch in the house. Wabba. Gary is an old man, weak bones. Shut your, hey, shut your, where we at?
That comment was dumb.
Yeah. That little hand on Total Recall. I got 5 kids to feed. Got Wilder out here like I got 5 kids to feed. Come on, man. He Michael Jackson, Manny, are you okay? Yeah, are you okay? But Manny fought that ass 4 times. Everyone knew that Marquez had Manny Pacquiao's number from the beginning. But Manny Pacquiao is such a warrior. It made everybody knew you ain't going to keep going to the well against Marquez. You think you're going to keep going to the well against Marquez? Please. Then he dropped Marquez and hurt him. Marquez was like, exactly, because you're going to hop, left. Boing, boing. I'm going to throw it right after your first boing. Boing, pow. That dude was out here like this, him.
Bring our lips with a laugh under the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady, and then sign some autographs. The Burnell Manton, shaboing boing.
This is my strong hand. You feel me? Thanks for putting the bet for Mag in my mind. I got me a bag. Yeah, we got a bag. We ain't talking about that, though. Well, we got to the bag. But what we're talking about is who's the better fighter. See, this the thing. That's the thing. The reason why I watch boxing is to see who's better. See who can implement their style the best. Make adjustments from fight to fight. And then you look at their overall body of work and you say, how many chances did they take? How many top level fighters did they fight? How did they perform against these type of fighters? What was their resume, their record, all those things? And you say, and you judge them at the end. And then you have some fun with it. Okay, this great fighter against this one. We've been doing fantasy fights in boxing since the 1900s. There's newspapers that, what if so-and-so would have fought so-and-so, Willard Wellaby versus whatever. That's the beauty. That's the fun. People get caught up in the whole politics of the thing. Oh, he snuck a win. Look. There is a chance that Mark Magsayo got better last night. He got schooled. He got taken to school. And he was able to be taken to school with a victory. Floyd Mayweather got better after Castillo. Period. Mark Magsayo was taken to school. There's a chance in a rematch he's better. Freddie Roach. Maybe he learned something last night. Learned how to talk to Mark Magsayo to make him do what he wants him to do. Because Mark Magsayo, I'm sure Freddie Roach saw what we saw. You know what? He's not like Manny, or he's not like this, or Cotto. He's not like, or whatever. I got to get to reach him. I got to get to him differently. Just like Derek James with Jamel Charlo against Brian Castano. He wasn't listening to what I'm saying. I got to get through to him. Everybody learned last night. Gary Russell was the damn professor. Rematch. Don't be like that, bro. Don't be like that, bro. Sadate, most of the trolls in the chats calling fighters lazy, weak, etc. are all Faye got bad back and can't throw a proper punch. Big up to all fighters. Big up to all fighters. Solitaire's my guy. He's a legend for sure. Let me see. ShowBizz finally made back 1% of all the bets he had. I love you, boy. My man, funny as hell. Let me see. Freddie Roach doesn't make anyone better. You trained under Freddie Roach? That comment was dumb. Gary is injured because of himself. Nobody cares. It's just him getting healthy. Lomachenko's injured because of himself. Teofimo Lopez injured because of himself. Manny Pacquiao was injured because of himself. Errol the True Spence got his eye injured because of himself. It happens. But when we assess the fight, we add in everything, all the data, to see who's better. It's very basic. You don't really have to go through so much complexities. It's very basic. Who is better? That's all we're trying to see. Who's better? And during the fight, have some fun watching it. It's very basic. I think Tank Davis was better than Isaac Cruz when they fought. And he did it with one hand. But most people think Isaac Cruz won the fight. I'm too much of a boxing fan. I'm too humble. Let's see. But what really chapped my ass was when they asked him about the rematch. He said, hell no. Soon as you say something like that, I ain't feeling it, man. I ain't feeling it, bro. I ain't feeling it. I'm just, I'm not feeling it, dog. Not feeling it. Rematch? Absolutely. Look at the fans. Y'all booing. Y'all think that he won? Hey, I'm about to knock his block off. Obviously, y'all want to see it again. Let's kill two birds with one stone. Y'all want to see it, and I want to prove to you guys that this guy is nowhere in my league. That's what Roy Jones did. When I was a fanboy of Roy Jones, I wanted Roy Jones to retire after he regained his title as a light heavyweight against Tarver. Oh, my God, I wanted him to retire. He was looking bad. He snuck out a win and just retired, bro. You're my favy. Yeah, I want to protect you. That was me. So I get it. Roy, I don't want to protect. But Roy, y'all question, he gave me a good fight. Do y'all know that I'm Superman? Got up in there. Any excuses tonight, Roy? Pop! But I give Roy more love for fighting a second and third time than just bouncing. He showed a lot about himself, his character. His character. I want to be inspired. Let me see what you have to say. Left my ass off. That was funny knockout too. Hit the Tyson bell. Yeah. That's the difference, Biz. I feel the new line of champions aren't like the golden era, man. I'm right. And the new fans follow suit on. They follow suit. Magsayo won't rematch Gary Russell Jr. anytime soon. He needs to recover for a year. Yeah, we talked about that. And Magsayo not waiting for that. Yeah, we talked about that. But I'm saying a rematch should happen. A rematch should happen. Roy fought everyone. Everyone he damn could. Everyone who was willing to fight Roy. There were many guys who said they were scared of Roy. Chris Eubanks said he was scared. There was a lot of guys who was calling him out overseas. And Roy was the unified champion. He was on top. Come over here. Come over here. And you got to understand what Roy was going through. Come over here. What he was going through was this. I saw the G-Man, who was his boy, his biggest rival. But you know, when you have that competitive, that guy, that rivalry, you end up admiring him and liking him. What happened with the G-Man overseas, Roy said, I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving. But Roy had the leverage not to leave. So Roy fought everybody he could, but there was a lot of people that didn't want that work. Let me see. Yeah, that dude even fought Tyson. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. Why didn't he put in a rematch? I'm not Gary. Yeah, don't ask. Don't ask no questions. I'm not talking about politics right now. I'm not talking about contracts and politics right now. I'm talking about character. We are talking two separate things every day. I talk the stuff that makes you. Everybody keeps talking about politics and contracts. Y'all talk about what makes the sport suck, and y'all lean on that. I'm talking about what makes the sport great. I don't know if he had a rematch clause or he didn't or why not. I'm not him. I'm none of them. I'm me. And what I'm saying as a boxing fan, Mark Magsayo, you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. You'll look in the mirror. You look in the mirror and you know what you got to do. That happened to me a lot. I remember I was lifting with my brother. ShowBizz the brother. I love you, boy. I was lifting to burn out. You know, you get lighter on the bench to burn out. I was like, 12, bam. Now put it away. I looked at him. My brother said, that's all you could have done? Because we were going to burn out. He said, that's all you could have done? And I'm sitting there like, why you think I could have done more? What are you asking me for? You know you could have done 15. Don't ask me. I don't share your muscles. You're trying to progress. You know what you could have done. I'm asking you. What are you asking me for? Because my brother challenged me to know the truth. You know the truth. You know the truth. Mark Magsayo knows the truth. Now let's see what he does with it. Let me see. Floyd did it twice. Rematch. Yes, he did. He didn't do it against Manny Pacquiao, though. You lazy in the gym biz. You don't know me, son. All right? So hold on. Let me hit you with this. That comment was dumb. Let me see. Hey, Biz, Fanon says you're a bum. Guess what? I love Fanon. Love you, boy. I don't give a damn. I feel too great about myself to worry about what other people got to say. I don't care. Everybody who has something to say about me, I love you, boy. Keep living yours. Keep living yours. I'm having a ball with mine. $1 trillion. What's going on with you? Mad can't beat a healthy Gary. We know this, but Gary has been bad mouthing Floyd, and he doesn't have fight enough. They're going to politics, and they want to build Mag up. They're going no rematch coming. Very sad loss for Gary. He schooled him with one hand. There you go. That's the politics. That's the politics, Trillion. That's the truth of the matter. We're trying to focus on what makes the sport great. And we, at some point, we got to put focus on that, because that's when the money really starts rolling in. That's when the money really starts rolling in. People think, hey, man, let's slip, slide, and cheat and hide and pay off this and that. Let's make how you make the money really roll in. Character. Yeah, he didn't rematch Manny, though. Yeah, just said it. Sadate, all of the trolls in the chat, go to your nearest boxing gym and spar at least one round. Give these fighters the respect they deserve. Keyboard boxers, 100%. Look, man. Look, I'm going to say this. I said it last night. Okay? Be who you are all the time. If you're an asshole in a war room, be an asshole in front of people in their faces. Hey, you suck. So I don't care. Get fired from your job. Be ridiculous. Because if you like I said with that example in the weight room, you look in the mirror, if you know that you're not consistently who you are, then you know you're a coward. So in the war room, if you're a keyboard warrior in here, you're not like that on the, you know you're a coward. If you're a nice person, be a nice person. That's bravery. So that's all Salatea saying. What else we got? Your Gary Russell is injured. Year to recover. Please, crime board, respect the Filipino champion. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Your boy Gary and nobody. I mean, y'all. You're not. We're all on the same. Listen, man. We're all on the same side. Hey, Mr. What you say? Your boy Gary can't misspell Gary. You know, come on, man. You gotta do better. All right. We're all on the same side. We're all trying to see the best product. Your guy, Mark Magsayo, you want him to be better than he was last night. You're not talking about Gary Russell, and you're not even talking about Mark Magsayo. You're talking about your insecurities, and Mark Magsayo makes you feel better about you. Bro, don't put so much weight on Mark Magsayo. Be a better person on your own. That way, you don't have to make comments like this. We're talking about just analyzing and judging who's the best in the world. And you get the sense that the best fighter didn't win last night because he was fighting with one arm. If Mark Magsayo got put to sleep last night, it shouldn't make you feel worse or better. You're living your life, not his. Everybody that went to sleep last night, Ananian was... He was not me, nobody else, not even a fan of his. Chill. Let me see. What else we got? Right, Biz. A lot of text thugs. I can't believe it. Bless up, Biz. You have inspired me to study boxing as an art, and now I want learn myself. Let the light in, Biz. Yeah, tell your mother, tell your father, tell your husband, tell your wife, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your son, tell your daughter, tell your grandmother, tell your grandfather, tell your uncle, tell your aunt, tell your niece, tell your nephew, tell your cousin, tell your play cousin, tell your best friend, tell your girlfriend, tell your boyfriend, tell your side piece. If they're right next to you, tell them that wait from taking no longer anyone lose because I love you. Hit the Tyson bell. Let me see what else we got. Be nice in the war room. No, just be you. Just be you. Ain't everybody in the war room who's acting the damn fool ain't like that in person. They wouldn't even be owning a computer if they were like that in person. They won't be making the money. They'll just be out there bad. Let me see. All these guys are washed up, especially Russell Haney got buzzed by Linares. Ryan Garcia got dropped. These dudes' careers are already over. Hashtag washed up. I'm going to tell you this right here.
Make me happy. Dude, you're a genius.
I'm going to tell you what you need. You need a hug. You need a hug. You need a hug, and you need some success, because that is riddled with so much negativity, bro. I feel bad. You need a hug. A hug from somebody who gives a damn. And I'm going to tell you from here, I love you, boy. You can do better, bro. You can do better. For real. It made me laugh, but I'm not being funny right now. All right. Let me see what else we got. We are boxing fans. Don't fanboy. 100%. What else we got? Oh man, look. Oh, all right, man. Look, my bad. Shout out to Biz TV. Hit the Tyson bell, my man. Look, I'm just saying this. I'm saying this because I'm about to go. We just had a fire live stream. Okay. Depression be eating people alive. I know it, man. You got that mental health is real. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this, dude. At the end of the day, okay. When a fighter is injured, don't hit him with no excuses. No fighter. Because it's not being realistic. It's not. is not being realistic. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. All right. If you are paying child support out the ass, but you make pretty good money, but you're broke because you pay child support out the ass. If a new woman you met called you a scrub, it's not the truth. Yeah, you can't afford the things that she say somebody who's not a scrub can't afford. But it's because you are working and money is being taken out of your check to take care of your children. You're a man. Hey, if it didn't make it happen. If you're paying child support and you're broke, make it happen then. What, sell coke? That ain't making it happen. So when you say no excuses, it's just a reality of the fact that shit goes on. And it gives you insight on why Gary Russell was just fighting with one arm. He literally almost beat Mark Magsayo with one hand tied behind his back. That is a shame. If a fighter fights with an injury, that's what he gets. If he doesn't fight, he was ducking. We got to stop with so much negativity. Gary Russell should get applauded for fighting with an injury, and he should get a rematch for the performance he put on. He made the fight close. Manny Pacquiao deserved it. Lomachenko deserved it. All those boys. Isaac Cruz deserves it. Because I saw Isaac Cruz as a slab of meat that was going to get knocked all over the top rope by a Tank Davis uppercut. That boy was blocking that uppercut, slightly moving his head. He knew that if I get rid of that uppercut, I can make the fight close. And he did just that. Lomachenko had a hurt shoulder, fought the fight pretty good, deserved a rematch. Teofimo Lopez had an issue breathing against Kambosos. It is what it is. Floyd Mayweather had a hurt shoulder against Castillo. That's why his performance was like that. And Manny Pacquiao had a hurt shoulder against Floyd Mayweather. Last night, Gary Russell was fighting with one arm. It is what it is. Let me see. Why are you talking about me, Biz? My bad, brother. My bad. So look, thank you guys so much for showing up and showing out. I'm about to grab a beer, and which I don't usually drink at all, but I get one beer, one cigar, maybe two a month. And this is my beer day. ShowBizz. Well, don't thank you guys for showing up and showing out. I got tomorrow off. I'll be back for Taco Tuesday. Thank you guys for being so patient with my rant, being so patient with this channel and my argument. Whatever it is, it's all good. We're building here. Even if we're firing shots at each other, we're building here. So we're back at the War Room come Taco Tuesday. And I'm out. Much love to everybody.